G'day guys, welcome to this Rxys YouTube video. Today I'll be talking to you guys about NRL Round 17 recap for 2019 guys, so let's get started. So this first game of this round sees the Panthers up against the Titans. Now this one was an absolute great game to watch. I just cannot believe that this one was an absolute great game. Well done to the Panthers, but for the Titans, you just need to grow your form right. Every single time I see you guys, you just try the hardest, but you're not getting anything right. But literally, I've just been picking Panthers by 8 points here because I know for a fact that the Panthers are going to get the job done, and I know they've got their minds going, and plus, the Titans haven't. So literally, I just think that for the Titans, you've got no instability, no growth or whatsoever. But so sorry to think that Gareth Brennan has quit the job because he obviously got fired. But yeah, I just cannot believe that this one here was an absolute great game to see. This one was a great clash, like for the Panthers and the Titans. Well done to each team. But yeah, I went for the Panthers here by 8 points. They obviously got that job done. Brian too has scored 2 tries to lead this game onto a great game. But I just cannot believe that Brent Naden has obviously scored the try too. But I just don't know where Nathan Cleary's head is, because literally I don't know if he's a good player or he isn't, because sometimes I see him play, he obviously has played, but I don't know what to think really, because Nathan Cleary is a great player. Can't say it right properly. But yeah, I've just been with Panthers here by 8 points, but they obviously got the job done here because they have found their instability. They've got the job done and they haven't lost. But I don't know what to think. But Panthers by 8 points, and they just won by that score, and it was 24-2 win over Titans. So the next game of this round sees the Knights up against the Bulldogs. Now this one here was an absolute great game. I was going to tip the Knights, but unfortunately I tipped the Knights, but Bulldogs won over that. But I just cannot believe that this game was an absolute, an upset game, because the Bulldogs have won against the Knights 20-14 here. I just cannot believe that this game was an absolute brilliant game. Well done to the great tries of this game, but I just cannot believe that the Knights, they have done well, and they have done brilliantly well, but for the Bulldogs, they have that instability, but they just need to grow some form, because they are still on the bottom of the ladder, but they're 15th now. Well, they were 16th before, but then apparently they obviously have gone up only one. But I just cannot believe that I tipped the Knights here by 4 points, and they obviously lost. But I just cannot believe that this game was an absolute decider, but it was obviously an upset. But this game here had that form, had that instability, but then it had that growth to get through to that game. But then that game was just an absolute decider. But well done here to the Knights. They also got the job done, but they haven't, because they have lost that game. For the Bulldogs, they obviously did, but well done to them. But I cannot believe that this one here was an absolute great game to see Bulldogs win. But I also tipped the Knights here by 4 points, and they obviously won that game. But that was an absolute great game though, 100%. But 20-14 win, that one was an absolute great game for the Bulldogs. They obviously would have been happy for that one. But yeah, Knights by 4 points, they obviously got the job done. Oh no, Bulldogs got the job done, not the Knights, sorry. But yeah, Knights, they haven't got the job done though, because they've just fallen apart from that game. But yeah, they have won a couple of games, but for the Roosters, no, for the Bulldogs, they have won a couple of games too, but they've fallen apart for the Bulldogs. But then for the Knights, seeing them winning, then losing, I reckon the next game will definitely tell that the Knights will win the next game though, because they need to find their form. But anyway, yeah, that's what it is, and it is what it is. So Knights by 4 points, and 20-14 win for the Bulldogs. So the next game of this round sees the Rabbitohs up against the Manly Sea Eagles. Now this game was an absolute great game, 21-20, with Adam Reynolds kicking that field goal to make it 1 point to make that win. But unfortunately for the Manly Sea Eagles, they were trying to get a field goal, but they obviously didn't. So well done to the Manly Sea Eagles though. Got to give credit to that. But anyway, this one was a great win though. But well done to the Manly Sea Eagles. They obviously didn't make that suggestion. But for that game, it was an absolute great game. But Sea Eagles by 10 points. I obviously tipped them, but they didn't win. They were going to win. But seeing Dean Britt score, oh my god, I just cannot believe that this one was an absolute surprising try scoring game by Dean Britt. But yeah, what can you do really? That was just a great try though. But seeing what's his name? I can't remember his name, but this guy was an absolute great man to score the try too. But I can't remember his name also. I think it was number 12 or number 11 or number 10. But yeah, seeing this guy score a try made me obviously surprised. Oh my god, I cannot believe that this game was an absolute great game though. But I did tip the Sea Eagles here by 10 points, and I obviously lost that tip. So yeah, this one was a 21-20 win, and yeah, I've obviously tried, but I lost that tip. So yeah, this game was an absolute great game, but it was a bit hard to see this game playing at ANZ Stadium, to see this decider coming to an end. But Adam Reynolds kicking that field goal obviously made them won that game. So yeah, I just thought Damien Cook played absolutely really well. Adam Reynolds did too. But yeah, Dean Britt played absolutely really well. But yeah, well done to them. So yeah, Sea Eagles by 10 points and 21-20 scoreline. So that one was a great win. Next game of this round sees the Broncos up against the Warriors. Now this one was an absolute great game, but 18-18 scoreline, which that means that I just cannot believe that this game just niggled a bit, because I just thought to myself, are they going to score? Are they going to kick a field goal? Are they going to kick a penalty goal? But they haven't, so it was 18-18 scoreline. That one was just a hard game, but for the Broncos to sledge all the way down. But I cannot believe that this game was an absolute great game now. But well done to the Broncos. They also played their heart, but they tried their hardest to get a field goal, to get a penalty goal, or to get a try, but they haven't, obviously. So that game was an absolute great game though. But I did tip the Broncos here by 6 points, and they obviously lost. But it was a draw, 18-all. But yeah, that game was an absolute great game. But for the Warriors, my team, my culture, and my spirit, that game for the Warriors, with Roger Tuivasa-Sheck, tried to score a try, but he obviously didn't. But yeah, that game was a great game. And well done to each team, which Broncos and Warriors tried their hardest to score a try, a penalty goal, or to get a field goal. But yeah, well done to both teams. the next game of this round sees the Melbourne Storm taking on the Cronulla Sharks. This one, absolute brilliant game. Oh my god, the lights gone down, and Cameron Smith's 400 game obviously made everyone's spirit hurt. Just played absolutely really well. But I know some of you guys don't like him, some of you do, some of you don't. But I know for a fact that I have full respect for Cameron Smith. He is an absolute great player. To really get that captaincy with so many personalities out there. But I'm not sure really, because with that game, I just thought to myself that Cameron Smith's 400 game made that heart proud, but it was a 40 points to 16 win over the Melbourne Storm. Cronulla Sharks. But I just thought to myself that I went for the Storm by 12 points, and they obviously won by so many points. They just smashed the Cronulla Sharks, but I just cannot believe that for Cameron Smith's 400 game made my heart proud, because with that win, and obviously with him playing, I think this year he will probably retire. But with so many players, even you got like Cooper Cronk, Billy Slater, which Billy Slater's obviously retired. Cooper Cronk moved to the Roosters, and also Cameron Smith staying there to make his 400 debut with that great instability. But yeah, obviously what can you do really? This game was an absolute great game though. 100% goes to Cameron Smith, 100% goes to Melbourne Storm, and 100% goes to Craig Bellamy for making his debut for a win. Oh my god, I actually do have respect for Craig Bellamy. But yeah, this game was an absolute great game though. I just went for the Storm by 12 points, and it was a 40 points to 16 game over the Cronulla Sharks. The next game of this round sees the Roosters up against the Cowboys. Now this game had that instability with Jake Clifford scoring his try, or field goal, making so many field goals. He absolutely tried his heart out with 4 or 5 attempts. I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. But then again, he obviously got that field goal, and it was 15 points to 12 win over the Cowboys. Roosters, sorry. But the Roosters, for that, was just obviously a great game. But seeing Trent Robinson, he just got a bit disappointed, and that game, he said, was pretty poor. But yeah, lack of confidence, lack of communication. But yeah, I did tip the Cowboys by 2 points. Scott Drinkwater played absolutely really well too. Seeing him in the fullback side just got that momentum and just changed the way how Cowboys just had Jordan Kahu in the fullback side. Jordan Kahu is not really suitable on that fullback side. He's more of a centre, he's more of a wing, but Scott Drinkwater, he is an absolute great player. I just think for a fullback like him, he suits it, and he definitely needs that good energy and good spirit for that heart. But yeah, this one was a great game. Seeing Roosters tried their best, tried their hardest, but they obviously didn't get that win, unfortunately. But yeah, they did try their hardest. But with that 15 points to 12 win, that game had that lot of potential. But it was an average game, but it did had that lot of spirit for in that heart to make Cowboys or Roosters, either side, probably win that game. But the Cowboys have won that game. But I did tip the Cowboys here by 2 points. Next game of this round sees the West Tigers up against the Parramatta Eels. Now this game was an absolute great game to see this Benji Marshall
playing this 300 game, which absolutely broke my heart out. And I did tip the Parramatta Eels here by 12 points. It was a 30 points to 18 scoreline. But yeah, I just thought Benji Marshall just got a bit emotional because he obviously lost that game. He did try his heart out with this game, but yeah, this game was an absolute great game though. But I just thought West Tigers, they have tried their heart out, and I do have respect for Benji Marshall and his former club. But yeah, obviously for the Eagles, they obviously have won that game. But I wasn't expecting for the Parramatta Eels to get this win, but I was expecting the West Tigers to get this win of an upset. But it obviously changed, and Parramatta Eels won that game. So this game was an absolute great game though. Seeing Brad Takarangi scored 3 tries to seal the deal. And for the other one, I'm not too sure who scores. But yeah, this game had a lot of potential, but actually, I think I know. David Nofaluma has scored a couple of tries. But yeah, probably 1 or 2. I'm not too sure. Probably 1. But yeah, this game was an absolute great game though. 100% goes to Benji Marshall and 100% goes to his team. But for the Parramatta Eels, also 100% goes to the Parramatta Eels, and also 100% goes to Mitchell Moses and Brad Takarangi. I cannot believe that this one, I wasn't expecting Brad Takarangi to score this 3 tries. But yeah, this game was an absolute great game though. But well done, Brad Takarangi, and he was my man of the match. So the next game of this round, but also last but not least, is the Dragons up against the Raiders. Now this game was an absolute great game though. But also Matt Duffy getting a long length of the field try with Chanzo Nickel-Klogstad trying to get him, and also you got John Bateman, which he was right next to Klogstad. But yeah, I did tip the Dragons here by 14, and I thought they were going to win. But the Raiders, I wasn't expecting the scoreline, 36 to 14. Oh my goodness. But with Nick Kotrick getting that high tackle, it just wasn't on. But I know Ricky Stewart wouldn't be happy for that. But yeah, I just cannot believe that that this game had that lot of potential for Dragons to win that, but they obviously didn't make that cut. But what can you do really now? This game had a lot of potential though. But I just wasn't expecting this game to win. And yeah, but sorry for that. I think my app had just fallen down. But yeah, this game was an absolute great game though. Seeing this win 36 to 14 was an absolute great game. Start to seal the deal for the Raiders. Unfortunately, Nick Kotrick has probably got a suspension or a ban or probably charged. But yeah, this game was an absolute great game though. Seeing this win, oh my goodness, well done to for the Raiders and also for the Dragons. But yeah, this one was a great game, 36 to 14, and I went for the Dragons here by 14 points. Thanks guys for watching my video guys. Stay tuned for more, and I will be doing more videos coming to you soon. But I will be doing heaps more. Excuse me. Sorry about that. But I do apologise for that banging noise or noise. Because my iPad dropped and it was on the floor. But yeah, just being mindful that streakers, just because you're drunk or having a few drinks, it doesn't mean that you can streak on the field. You will get a ban and you will get a $5,000 fine. Just do not streak on the field just because you're having 9 drinks or anything like that. Doesn't mean you can be stupid and go on the field, because you know the security guards, will obviously hunt you down and get you. So just be mindful, and I am giving you a warning. But yeah, not a warning, but I am making a point here to you guys. But yeah, thanks guys for watching my video, guys. Stay tuned for more, and I will be doing round 18 predictions coming to you soon. So yeah, thanks guys for watching my video, and stay tuned for more. Until then, take care. Peace.